Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. Back again. Everyday schedule now should be Monday to Friday, 3 o'clock until I'm finished. 15, 30 minutes, probably what to expect. Really big really big MLB slate today. NBA, we have 2 games. Because Philly swept, we don't have 3. We're going to start off in baseball with the very first game tonight, which is the Cleveland Guardians and Colorado Rockies. I'm going to take Cal Quantrill under 4.5 Ks. You can get this plus money at DraftKings. FanDuel was minus 122, so I'd probably shop around instead of taking it there. But yeah, first play of the day starts at 6:10 Eastern, so we've got about 3 hours until this starts. Cal Quantrill under 4.5 Ks. His season average is like 3.75, and although Colorado isn't honestly really good, very good at all, they're like middle of the pack in strikeout percentage. And just looking at Cal's career over the last 2 years, getting 4.5 at plus money against an average team just is value. I had him projected at 3.49, I believe. So that's the first play. Next play, if we go in order of the board, is going to be the Toronto Blue Jays money line. So Toronto plays the Chicago White Sox tonight.
Welcome to Spank Odds.
Oh, there's that. Let me pull up my model. My projection on the Toronto game tonight is almost 6 to 3.65. So I have them as quite a large favorite and land minus 150 here. I laid a minus 152. This has moved slightly, but not dramatically. You can still get a 54 in Circa Las Vegas. You could get a 57 bet online. Domestically, 160 at PointsBet would maybe be your best out of the domestic large books. So yeah, moved 8 cents. Really not that big of a deal when you're talking 152 to 160. Probably find value in this. I think it should be laid at like minus 200. So do with that as you please in terms of where your book's at. Next game I have action on is the Atlanta-Miami game, which is at 7:20 Eastern. First 5 under 4.5 minus 130. I believe that's still the number at Barstool. Let me see here. Barstool's, or yeah, 4.5, 118. 4.5, 118 at Barstool. A lot of other places are already for, so you might have to go specifically to a Canby book to get this. Barstool, Unibet, Sugar House, Rivers. There may even be more, but those 4 books all use the same line provider. So good there. And then full game, is there any 8s left? Let's go full game. I have PointsBet at under 8, 120, but I also got Canby at under 8, 110, and Monarch or Atlantis at under 8 minus 09 or minus 111. So any of those 3 numbers, try to get the 110 or 111. But yeah, I like the full game under 8, and I like first 5 under 4.5. Get to some NBA action here. I like Kyle Lowry over 3.5 assists. If you're going to play this at Prize Picks, it's 4. I still like the 4. If you're playing it on the books, you can get 3.5. Love that, even if you got to lay like a 130. And then let's see what Giannis's points, 26.5. Is there anyone 27.5 still on Giannis's points? One second here. I'm going to check. I don't like Giannis as much at 26.5. DraftKings had a 27.5 early this morning. Oh, yeah, plenty of 27.5s out there. I think those are Canadian books. Play Now, Cool Bet, Bet99. PointsBet's 27.5, 115. So ding, 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 ding. That's the play I like. Oh, and FanDuel's 27.5, 120. So Giannis under 27.5. If you want to know the difference, I laid a 110 this morning. So there's 5 cents difference, which I don't think is a huge deal. But I like Giannis points under, Kyle Lowry assists over in the Miami game. Nothing on Jimmy or Bam for me. I looked and tried to find something, but I don't want to force. And so I'm just going to leave it at that. Another one I got this morning. This one may not be available anymore. This was a little bit of it matched my model data, but once it started moving, I just jumped on it blindly. So I got an over 9.5, 120 on the Kansas City game, and it's now 10.5. So there's really no value. The 10.5 under's juiced. So I don't think there's value either side of that play anymore. Although you can follow me on BetStamp and get these sent to you as soon as I place them, so you have the best chance to get on them right away. Because if I'm doing my job, I should be beating this line. But I also keep that in mind and try to release things late because of the show. That leads me to my next one. Lakers money line. You can play it still right now. A little bit of a fanboy play for sure, but the Lakers are home. They understand the importance of this game. They could really use the rest. So if they take this game, they'd go up, 3-2? What's the series right now? Let's see the injury report. Everybody's playing. So yeah, I like the Lakers to get it done tonight at home. No props on that for me yet. That game starts at 10 o'clock though, so keep an eye out. If I do have anything, I'll release it as like a Twitter release. Now let's get over to Prize Picks, because there was a couple things they had exclusively that I really liked. So if you were going to run a 4-man, I like Kyle Lowry's assists over at 4 still. Chris Bassett and Lance Lynn combined over 10.5 Ks over. The Cal Catrell under that we spoke about earlier that I released, under 4.5 Ks. I like that on Prize Pick as well. And then Chris Sale and Taj Bradley over 11.5 combined plays. Ks, strikeouts, I'm sorry. That's everything I like so far today. I plan on having the show out regularly now at 3 o'clock, maybe starting at 3:15, but no later than that. Just to keep my afternoon open. Maybe an earlier, later show for baseball on the weekends. I don't know yet. But thank you, everybody that's been tuning in. We have been regularly over 200 viewers. So I appreciate that a lot. If you can, subscribe to the Twitch. That helps with a multitude of different things. But I appreciate everyone checking in. Go check out the Betstamp if you want today's plays. If you're just tuning at the end of the episode, I'll run through them one more time though. Kyle Cottrell under 4.5 Ks. Toronto Blue Jays money line. Miami Atlanta full game under 8. First 5 under 4.5. Giannis under 27.5 points. Kyle Lowry over 3.5 assists. Kansas City, Arizona over 9.5. Maybe you get it live. Lakers money line. Oh, one thing I do want to say, the first 5 was a half a unit play for me, and the Lakers money line was to win 1 unit. That's it. Best of luck tonight, y'all. Stay sharp, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.